Daja Hao, my name is Garrick, and welcome back to Taiwan, Lao Wai. It is once again time to continue our mission Michelin, which is our journey to eat at every Michelin-recommended restaurant in Taipei. And it's a perfect weekend for it because it's actually Thanksgiving weekend right now, so what better time to go outside and feast? Now, Thanksgiving isn't really that big of a holiday in Taiwan. It is very American-centric, as you might expect, so can't really blame them for that. But just because it's not traditional doesn't mean we can't have ourselves some kind of Thanksgiving feast. And as luck would have it, there is a Michelin restaurant that fits the bill pretty well. So we are heading today to Chia Chuang, a restaurant in the northern chunk of Taipei City that is very focused on chicken. The chef is very particular about his chicken. Apparently he only works with chicken that's like 5 to 6 months old because that's when the meat's at its most tender. It may not be turkey, and I may not have a big family to help me down a massive feast, but I think we can still have ourselves a very nice Thanksgiving dinner. So hang tight while I grab a bus over, and I'll see you at the restaurant.
5 minutes later.
Okay, I said the restaurant was up north. Really, it's a lot closer to dead center. Right now, we're basically on the east edge of Datong District, which is the westernmost district of main Taipei, like the little stretch that goes right up against the river. This is the part of the city I'm most familiar with because it's pretty much where the train station drops you off, so I have had a lot of time to get acquainted with these streets. One downside is there are, as always, a lot of non-Michelin restaurants that I also want to try out someday. I'm gonna spend the rest of my damn life eating at every conceivable restaurant I possibly can, and I'm still gonna miss a few. Oh well. The good news is it is an absolutely gorgeous day today, so all this walking is no trouble at all. I know we're probably well past holiday season on your end by the time I upload this video, but how were your holidays? Were they good? Did you eat lots of turkey? The worst part about living in Taiwan by far is being separated from my family for all the holidays. I miss the community, and I miss the food so much. But that's why we gotta make do with whatever we can. And what we're gonna make do with what we're gonna make do today is chicken. I realize that sentence made absolutely zero sense. I apologize for nothing. I am excited already. This is gonna be great. Alright, the one downside here is there is absolutely no chance in hell I will be able to try everything on the menu that looks good. So assuming the food is good, which I imagine it is, we will definitely have to come back here again. Maybe we could even make it a 2-part video at some point. I'm sure you won't mind. But we got ourselves a good selection, I think. We definitely ordered too much food, so we're gonna take some home and that'll be dinner tomorrow as well. Just the way God intended, you know? I need to shave, don't I? It's becoming a problem. Oh ho ho, sweet mama, here we go. So this is traditional Taiwanese 3-cup chicken, so called because it is made with a cup each of, I believe, rice vinegar, soy sauce, and one other ingredient that I will put in post because I forget. This is as close to a holiday turkey as we are going to get, short of maybe going for duck, but we're sticking with chicken today. It's interesting that it comes with these 2 dipping sauces as well. I'm very eager to try those out. But since that's cold, we're actually going to start with this appetizer first. This is a chicken roll, which I believe is crispy chicken skin wrapped around a filling of what's actually pork, not chicken, so that's very fun. This is sort of like something I've seen in night markets here and there, where they do like a crispy chicken skin wrapped around some kind of meat, but I have no idea how similar or different that this is gonna be. Obviously, there's only one way to find out. Oh, that's very rich. that reminds me of is a gelatinous sausage, which is a kind of sausage that also shows up in Taiwanese night markets, and it's meat, but it's meat wrapped with like rice and other things, so the sausage is like a bit more bite and body to it. Yeah, it's that exact kind of texture I'm getting here, and it's very good. Super rich, super umami, super comforting. Not sure what these little pickled whatevers are, but nice little pop. I'm gonna assume daikon, radish, something like that. Very good shit. I approve. Now, before we go on, we've got our other dish of the afternoon here as well. This is Chuang's specialty tofu, which I assume looks sort of like mapo tofu in that it's stewed in this kind of sauce or gravy. I bought this because it comes with a chicken cover on the top. Like, they have like a little ceramic chicken on top that they bring it to the table with. Was not able to get that on video, sadly, but trust me, it was very gorgeous. So, without any further ado, walk, walk, walk. Oh yeah, that's very satisfying. I don't usually go for tofu as like a main dish or like a main component of a dish like that, but this has soaked up so much of that savory, salty chicken gravy, or whatever it is. Well, that's really satisfying, god dang. And it's just a touch spicy, but really not a lot, so it's not hard to eat. Quite the bucket full. And we also got a little bowl of chicken oil rice to put all this nonsense on, and I think that is going to suck up all the juices very well. I do need to thank Taiwan for sort of resetting my relationship with rice, because I've gotten so much more used to using it as like a flavor sponge and a sauce sponge, as opposed to just like having a bit of white rice on the side, which is no fun for anybody. I should also mention this tofu has little chicken pieces in it as well. It's not just the tofu, as you can see. Come on, get on my spoon. There we go. So far, this is all super succulent, super savory, super satisfying. Time of my life. Alright, as you can see, we have 3 different styles of chicken here. I'm gonna guess it's like crispy skin, normal skin, Taiwanese black chicken, and I could just be talking out my butt there. I'll admit I am not the most used to eating cold chicken, which is a pretty classic way of preparing it in Taiwanese eateries, but I am always down to have my preconceptions turned on their head. So we're gonna try it on its own first, without any of the dipping sauces, and we'll see how we fare. Got some bones in that bite. Something you gotta watch out for. It's my one disagreement with Taiwanese cuisine. They do not take out the bones and gristle nearly as smoothly as we do in America. Luckily, that is super delicious. Oh my god. They're taking in a lot of flavor from the spices, but it is still very light and chickeny. Okay, I think it's time to sauce these bad boys up and see how that goes. We're gonna start with the red sauce. Sticky, sweet, just a touch spicy. I want to say that's akin to sriracha sauce or something of that nature, but obviously much higher quality. Now let's try with the yellow sauce and see how that does. Now it's closer to like a light gravy, I want to say, or like chicken jus. I think I prefer the red sauce just because it has more flavor contrast, but both of those are very good. Now, I don't think I've ever had Taiwanese black chicken before. I've seen it, but it's never crossed my lips, so first time for everything. There is a slight difference there. It's hard to describe. I guess there's a bit more woodiness or earthiness to it. This tastes like a chicken that grew up in the forest, not in like a chicken coop. Very fascinating collection of flavors going on here. Guess we could try the pickled cabbage as well. And there's that big, bright, vinegary pop to cut through the meatiness. This is really good, but also it's really well balanced, which is shocking me. Like, for all the food I have on my table, I don't feel overwhelmed or bloated. At least not yet. We'll see if I'm still feeling that optimistic a few more mouthfuls in. But honestly, eating all this, it feels refreshing. Like, I'm waking my palate up with every bite. Genuinely, kudos to these cooks. They know what they are doing. Alrighty. And it wouldn't be Thanksgiving if we didn't end off with a little dessert. We got ourselves a egg custard here. Looks a bit in the style of a caramel flan of sorts. Definitely a bit of Western influence here, but that's all right with me because it still looks friggin' delicious. Definitely somewhere in the flan family. The caramel's got that slightly bitter quality to it. It's not a very silken custard. I can still sort of feel a bit of lumpiness on my tongue as it goes down. That doesn't mean it's not tasty though, because it is. Admittedly, I am spoiled. My grandma used to make the most wonderful custards for me when I was growing up. So I have very high standards for them. At this point, I'm nitpicking because I can. This is good. This meal was great. Even brought me some hot tea to help wash it down. Isn't that wonderful? And with that, I think I'm going to finish up here. I will see you when my belly is officially full.
5 minutes later.
Oh, mama, that was superb. Excuse me, let me fix my hair a little bit. The shocking thing is, I did actually manage to polish most of that off. Like, I had basically zero leftovers on those plates. Turns out I got pretty much the perfect amount of food. Go me. That was delicious. And like I thought, it was very refreshing. Like, I'm full right now, but I am not trashed. I am not food comaed. This is absolutely a restaurant I need to come back to and try more of. Because if just these few dishes are that good, I can only imagine what the rest of the menu is like. So I will probably dip my toe back into Chuang with another video at some point. Probably not soon, because there are, tons of Michelin restaurants I want to get to first, but we'll see. Point is, that was an exceptional dinner. It was perfect for the holiday vibes. If you ever visit Taipei, definitely give it a look. There also wasn't a way to get in. Like, I thought, considering it's a holiday, there would be a big line, but they shuffled me in right away, so props for that. Also, before I forget, the total cost of my meal was 1,241 NTD. Maybe a little up there in price, but considering how much food I got and how delicious it was, I think that's very reasonable. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Hope yours was a good one. It seems like a good place to end this video. I'm gonna go home and crash for a bit and hope I am not hungry enough to warrant a second meal later in the day. Once again, thank you for joining me at Taiwan Lao Wai. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, smash the bell, share with your friends, all that good stuff. And as always, I'll see you next time. 再见. Bye-bye.